In case you can't tell, I'm a giraffe. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes my way. I know what you're thinking. Aren't giraffes mild-mannered, gentle creatures? No. Giraffe is actually an old Swahili word which means Jägermeister. Yeah, yeah. It's not a real giraffe. I couldn't keep it going because look, its neck's not even long. Doesn't look like a giraffe. Yes, I do. Because, you know, the lighting is so bad in this studio that looks like it's just hanging in the air, doesn't it? Look at that. It's like, oh, Craig, why are you standing next to a floating giraffe? Oh, I don't know. Look, float away, giraffe. Oh, okay. I'll tell you, you catch me. I was trying to do it with my tie because I can't get it the right length tonight. If I had a nickel for every time I'd heard that. No, I can't get my tie the right length. It's going too long, and if it goes too long, then it'll cover up the area that everybody's watching for. And then if it's too short, just look like a guy in a silent movie. Be honest, I liked it better too when the giraffe was here. Oh, maybe it'll float back. Oh, here he comes. Oh, hi! Hi, ghostly giraffe. Floating in from Giraffistan. Do you know what? Do you ever read that book to your kids, A Giraffe and a Half? Shel Silverstein poem, Giraffe and a Half. This is the half. My son liked that when he was younger, Giraffe and a Half. And then, now he doesn't. Now I'm a jerk, apparently. You know what he said to me the other day? Dad, your grown-up jokes are not funny to me. I said, son, they're not funny to grown-ups either. But you go to a private school, so shut up. All right, I'll leave that there in case anybody wants it.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you've got the Sandman at your door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Hey! Look at you, come on! Hi, buddy, welcome! Welcome, Los Angeles, California, TV's Craig Ferguson. Thank you, all right, thank you. Please, that's enough, everybody, please. No more applause. Oh, good, there wasn't any more. That would have been embarrassing if I said no more applause and you were like, what? Oh. Oh, what kind of a day is it for you, Craig? It's a great day for America, that's what kind of day it is. Oh. You know, before you're thinking, Craig, why is your jacket buttoned? It's August. No, like, because my tie's too short. Look at my tie. Look at that sucker right there. Nothing says, ain't getting laid like a little short tie. I see a guy walking around the office like that, you're like, not getting any. It's like there are social signals you should look out for. People that wear ties like this and like that, not having any sex. Guy with a tattoo on his neck doesn't care if he gets the job. Don't care if I get the job. It's very hot here in LA. I can hardly stand it. In the August, it's really getting... Look at that. Look at the whole city is... Oh, it's... The heat. I'm driving to work today. The whole city's wearing next to nothing. See all the sexy, glistening bodies, the asses hanging out of the thongs. The women aren't bad either, I tell you that. You know, but I was thinking, you know, it's August, it's hot, and I'm thinking, oh, God, I remember July. July was better, you know. In July, my tie went all the way to my pants. Look at that. No, you know why I like August? Because it's the perfect time to barbecue. It is. No, I actually, the whole summer long, it starts usually about February for me, and then all the way to Halloween, barbecue, every night. I love barbecue. I barbecue every night. I like to do it, and if you don't like it, go enjoy your friends in Al-Qaeda, you bastard. Go on. Barbecue's the American way. And not many people know this, but the word barbecue is actually a Norwegian word. It means I love you. Now, that's not true, but if it was true, wouldn't that be awesome? Barbecue, Greta. Barbecue. Barbecue, Lars. You're welcome, Norwegians. Anyway, no, I love the barbecue. Barbecue? I love barbecue. For me, a good barbecue, I love it. It's like good sex. Yeah, you have to let things heat up for a little while, and you need to choose the right tool. Everything should be covered in barbecue sauce. Anyway, what I do is I like the old-fashioned taste you get when the barbecue is wood smoked. You know, there's a place on Hollywood Boulevard where they'll smoke your wood for $20. You tell them I sent you, they might put grill marks on your wiener. Now, the best barbecue I've ever had... Actually, this is true. The best barbecue... I know it's lame, but hey, look at my tie. Hey, that's not funny. No, but that is. Come on. The best barbecue I ever had was in Fort Worth, Texas. Not Dallas. I know what you're thinking, Dallas, Fort Worth, same town. No, don't ever say that. Don't ever say that, because you know what they do? Fort Worth is a different town, and in Fort Worth they have a barbecue place called Risky's. Now, you know the food is going to be good if they're called the restaurant Risky's. And they got the very they like hot sauces in Texas. The Risky's has got the hot death sauce, Satan's messenger, burns when I pee. These are the three great sauces. The thing is about this, that I have worked very hard to not have a gut, right? And you wear a tie like this, even if you don't have a gut, you have a gut. It's like instant gut. It looks like I have a gut. I don't have a gut. I do my crunches, girlfriend. I do them. That's them. That's it. That's how I do them. You know, you don't know whether to try and lengthen your tie or just hitch your pants up to meet the tie. Ah, that's better. Yes, to the left. Anyway, Well, if you'd have spent the money on high def, then you would have known. Barbecue. Now, the first barbecue... Thomas Jefferson was the first president to have barbecue at the White House. That's true. He had the first one in 1802. Jefferson served Virginia ham to James Madison, Aaron Burr, and Larry King. What? No brisket? Yeah. Who left their wooden teeth in the corn? Come on. Anyway, what I'm saying is when you have the barbecues in LA, when you have a barbecue in LA, it's very tough because many people here are vegetarians. You get your vegetarians and then you have your pescatarians, who are vegetarians that eat fish. Or jerks. I'm a vegetarian who eats fish and cows and pigs and chicken and giraffes. Oh, yes, nothing says summertime like throwing a giraffe on the barbecue. All right. Come on, everybody, help me with the giraffe. All right, kids, who wants neck? All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
It's Michael Caine's Animal Kingdom.
Did you know, before mating, the male giraffe tastes the female's urine? I think that's absolutely disgusting. Actually, it's not that bad. It's kind of smoky. Do you see what I did? I pretended it was pee. It wasn't pee. Was it? Was it pee?
Michael Caine's Animal Kingdom.
What? It's Friday, August the 14th. I've lost track of the time. Friday, August the 14th. I can't believe the time. My life is hurtling by me. Hurtling by. And I've done nothing. Do you know by the time he was my age, Mozart had been dead 11 years? He had. He died when he was 36. I'm 47. And I haven't written even a jingle. All right, I have written a jingle, but I'm too shy to let you hear it. All right, then. I haven't written a jingle. Don't be so gullible. Good, I could tell you people it was the wrong day of the week and you'd believe me. All right, we've got... we don't have time for emails, do we? Yeah, it's August... Yes, all right. This is from Jackie in Kassopolis. Kassopolis, which I think is in Greece. Where? Michigan. Almost Greece. Jackie says, today I was outside with a few friends all night, smashing up a truck with sledgehammers, but I told them all that I had to stop so I could go inside and watch your show. And now I email you, ha ha ha. All right, this is from Jennifer, from Regina in Saskatchewan. That's what it's called! Don't be so juvenile! Regina in Saskatchewan in Canada. That's what it's called. It's not called Regina. Sometimes people think, oh, it's called Regina. It's not called Regina. It's called Regina. Regina. It's my favourite town in Canada. Hey, It's my favourite town anywhere. Jennifer says, Craig, could you please tell my friend Paige that I'm your biggest fan? Booyah, Jenners. Paige, Jennifer is my biggest fan. All right, that's enough. Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting... this is from Zig in Pittsburgh, PA, which is in the United States of America. Zig says, Dear Craig, do you think horses remember things from when they were young? That's an interesting question and kind of adorable, too, isn't it? I don't know. What do they remember? Horses, you know, went out, had some hay, ran around, came in. It's not like horses are like when their kids go, I can't wait till I grow up and run outside and have hay and then run inside again. Pretty much when they get started, that's pretty much what they'll be doing from then on in. You know they can stand up when they're born, horses. They just like when they're born, boom, standing up. Run around, have some hay, go back in. Do you know what I think's funny about horses? If you've ever ridden around in a horse, and I have, when I was in Regina. Get away from me! The horses will, like, when you're riding a horse, you can go the same path with a horse every day for 20 years. You go by the same gate, and you trot by the same gate. And then one day, after 20 years, the horse will decide it's frightened of the gate. Do you know why? Because it probably remembers that gate from when it was young. You have to go? We have to take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Please. Keep it down. Save your energy. It's too hot for all that kind of stuff. Oh, man, August, it's just... What? I mean, what is the temperature in LA today? It must be added later. To try and make the show look more topical. That'd be a good idea. I'd come out and do the monologue and go, hey, how about that? Joke to be added later, everybody. Now, listen, the state of California is in big financial trouble. That is not news. And the governor has suggested selling San Quentin prison to land developers. I know. So we've invited a guard from San Quentin prison to discuss the issue. Please welcome Officer White of San Quentin, everybody. Officer White. Betty White, I had no idea you were a prison guard, Betty.
Well, Craig, I needed some cash.
Uh-oh. Not again.
I lost all my money in Vegas.
Really? Where'd you lose it? The craps, the blackjack? What?
A strip club.
What?
My entire life savings went into the G-string of a well-hung stud named Raoul. Meal, he was gorgeous. Oh.
Well, I know Raoul, he is good. Anyway, what?
You did?
I think I know that G-string too. Now, what made you decide to become a prison guard, Betty?
Well, I think it's connected to my strip club problem.
Oh, yeah.
I just must have a thing for naughty men in cages.
Betty, you're the I don't mean to offend you, but you're the sweetest person I know. How can you be a prison guard? You don't strike me as being very intimidating.
People tend to take you seriously when you carry a gun.
Okay.
That's a lesson I learned back on the Golden Girls.
So the inmates have respected you from the beginning, then?
Oh, no, Craig, you have to make them respect you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why on the first day, I shanked another guard. You should have seen it. Actually, you can. I put it on YouTube.
Betty, that's horrible.
Oh, don't be such a pansy, Craig. He still has one ear.
Oh, man, it sounds like you don't take a lot of crap there.
Well, I try to be tough.
Right.
I mean, and they really respond to that.
Okay.
In fact, I've heard a number of the inmates say they love having a prison bitch.
Not sure they were talking about you, Betty. What are the days like in San Quentin?
Well, the prisoners spend their time working out and reading and watching television. It's like summer camp with all those stupid trees.
They watch TV?
Mm-hmm.
You let them watch this show?
Oh, sure, if they've done something terrible. For some reason, they can't stand you.
I guess I've done a lot of prison jokes over the years. Anyway, what do you think of the idea of selling the San Quentin prison to developers? They say the property could be turned into condos.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah?
Who'd want to live in a condo filled with murderers?
No, Betty, the prisoners would be transferred to another facility. Listen, but Betty, there's one more question. If you're here, who's watching the prisoners?
I am. In fact, I brought them with me. Hi, guys.
They look kind of angry there. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen them this mad since we canceled Taco Tuesday.
Well, I'm afraid we're out of time, everybody.
Oh, we're always out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time. That's right. Yeah, we're out of time. You've changed since you went to the prison. You got tougher.
I get tougher?
You did.
But I look better.
You look great.
Yeah,
you look great. Betty White, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the big August 11th show. God, I'm hot. Isn't August hot? Gosh. I always try and keep cool by wearing my stripy tie, but come on, please, keep me cool, stripy tie. But, do you know, it's funny, to be honest, and to be fair, I do know I'm creepy. So if you're like, he's creepy, I'm like, I know. Like, yeah, I know I'm creepy. Some people like that. And they're called other creepy people. They're watching it, they're like, yeah, I like it too. My next guest tonight is, he's a sports writer, he's a best-selling novelist. He's got a new book coming out, it's called Have a Little Faith. And it's in stores. It's a very unusual book, because look, there's absolutely nothing in it. You have to... I think what you do is you write it yourself as an act of faith. Well, I'm sure he can explain this to us. Mitch Albom, everybody, Mitch Albom. Mitch, good to see you.
It's
What
not,
the hell's going on?
It's not out yet.
Right. Have you
And
written it?
Well, I haven't. I still have time.
Right. It's August, man. It's
well,
August already.
It's out next month,
Right.
and so we haven't filled in the words yet, but it will be by then.
No,
That's just the actual cover of it, because you wanted to see what the cover looked like, but the book itself doesn't actually come out till next month.
All right, I see. But it will be roughly this size.
About that size, it'll have words in it and everything.
Right.
Let's hope.
That's good. What will it be about? Have you any idea what you're going to write about?
Well, it says a true story, so I guess I'm limited in that. But no, I do know what it's about. It actually is something. It's my first nonfiction book since Tuesdays with Morrie.
Really?
Which is 12 years already. Wow. And it started when an old clergyman of mine that I knew from when I was a kid asked me if I would do the eulogy at his funeral. And that was...
Well, how could he ask you that?
Well, it was before his funeral.
All right, okay. I was like, will you do the eulogy?
Boy, did that catch me off guard at the funeral, and, you know, I didn't think I was worthy of doing something like that. I mean, who does a funeral for the people who do funerals?
Yeah, you know, right.
And that got me involved in looking at faith, and it was 8 years, basically, working on it. It tells the tale back and forth between him and an inner city church, and in the end, it kind of concludes that faith is not as different as everybody likes to think it is. You know, we war over it, we argue over it, and in the end, we kind of believe very similar things.
Pretty much the same thing, yeah. I think that people like to get into lots of arguments about the details, you know. I mean, like, oh, no, we all stand up when we do that bit.
Right.
And, really? Right, let's have a war.
And the and the irony is nobody's going to know until it's all over anyhow.
Exactly.
And so why are we fighting about it down here? So
yeah, you know, you're right. Are you still watching all the football? You still doing the sports stuff?
I still do the sports stuff, not as much as I used to, but I still do. And I know you're not as big a sports, but football's coming up. I like football.
It's hard for me to get into it because I can't find a team. I live in LA and we don't have an NFL franchise because, you know, nobody in LA likes to get pushed around by big men. Yeah. Well, some people in LA like to get pushed around by big men.
But there, you know, I've done it so long that it's hard for me to watch them quite the same way as a fan does. I tend to go by like the athletes that I know or like, and I've found over time that people ask me a lot, like, who are the nicest athletes in the sports? And I always say, well, baseball's the worst.
Really? Why?
Because it's 160 games. You're around them all the time. They get sick of you. You get sick of them. They see you. They spit tobacco. You know, the whole thing is ugly. And conversely,
I'm turned on a little bit. Is that weird?
Well, maybe you should go to a locker room. There's a lot of things that might turn you on there. On the other hand, the best is hockey, as far as I'm concerned. They're the nicest athletes.
Shut up, Canadians.
No.
Shut up, Canadians.
Hockey, you know, because they don't get paid a lot and they don't get a lot of coverage, they actually come up and say hello to you first. You know,
they're Canadian. That's why they're Canadian. They're polite.
Right. They're nice.
Know,
they're nice people. They remember your name. They, you know, want to talk to me? I'll sit down and talk to you. What's my name? You know, yeah, they're really nice guys. And of course, Detroit is hockey town. Even though we didn't quite win it this year, we fell a little short.
What is the other word for not quite winning?
Doing your best.
Doing your best. I think that's the first through third grade phrase for not quite winning. After third grade,
nearly winning.
Nearly winning is okay.
Coming in this close.
This close, yeah. Or indeed.
I know what you're trying to get me to say, and I'm not going to say it about my team. And one day I'm going to take you to a hockey game because I understand that you don't think it's a real sport.
It's not that I don't think it's a real sport. I think it's a fantastic sport. I just can't be bothered. You know, no,
maybe
honestly,
I won't take you there.
No. It's the athleticism, and you know what I think maybe the problem is. I've never been to a real game, and I think everybody says when you go to a hockey game,
right.
it'll change the way you look at it.
It does
because I've only watched it on TV, and on TV I'm like, well,
we have a great tradition in Detroit. We throw octopus onto the ice before every game.
Where the hell did you get an octopus in Detroit?
The things that, see, if you spent more time in Detroit, you'd find we were very interesting people.
I never said that the people of Detroit weren't interesting. I just said, where the hell did you get an octopus in Detroit?
Okay, I'll tell you. You can buy them in stores, and then there's this whole tradition of you sneak them into the arena, because technically, you're not allowed to bring an octopus into the arena. And so...
Who makes up these crazy rules?
So... You have to hide them on your personage.
You get to stick an octopus down your pants?
That's exactly right.
I'm in.
Now you like hockey.
Yeah.
Now you like hockey.
Yeah.
And then The kicker is that during the national anthem,
Right.
while we're right in there on the rocket's red glare, right on that, somebody reaches down their pants where the octopus resides.
Did someone reach down your pants
No,
to get...
not somebody else. That might be a different city, but it's
Right.
not Detroit. And they take the octopus and heave it onto the ice. And it lands splat on the ice, right like at the rocket's red glare.
Now,
right
doesn't
at the
this
big-
hurt the octopus?
Well, the octopus is dead. The octopus is dead already.
The octopus is dead?
Well, if he wasn't, he'd certainly died once he got put down the
your
pants.
pants.
And then it goes splat, and then the guy in Detroit has a tradition. Everybody cheers. The guy in Detroit comes on the ice. He's supposed to clean it up, and he picks it up, and he walks down into the tunnel, and just when nobody's looking, the camera's still on him, he swings it over his head, and the whole crowd goes crazy. That's a Detroit tradition.
Now, here's what I got to ask you. What the hell have you got against octopuses? Yeah, I mean, they're adorable little 8 tentacly, leggy things.
Do you want to actually know what it's very simple. There are 8 legs to an octopus, and there used to be 8 games that you had to win the championship in hockey. You have to win more now, but it used to be, and that's what it stood for, and that's how it began.
Really?
That's it. So
Why don't you have the Octomom come to each game?
Yeah, well, we hadn't thought of that, but that's
You bring one of the...
yeah, I hadn't thought of that one.
And then just when you get to the part of the national anthem, you just shove one of the kids onto the ice. And they're like, "Ah." A crowd would love this, and it'd be adorable, and the octopus would live.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try
I'm just
that.
saying.
We'll try that.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's nice to see you anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice to see
You better get out of here and get writing your book.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm running out of time. I shouldn't have even come tonight, but
Yeah,
you're a
well,
friend.
it's nice to see
I'm
you.
taking the night off.
I got a good opening line for you.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
The octopus was a bastard. Yeah. Start with that. You can't go wrong.
can't go
Mitch
wrong.
Albom, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My next guests are 2 blues legends. They're going on a coast-to-coast tour this summer and into the fall, performing She Caught the Katy. Please welcome the legends that are Bonnie Raitt and Taj Mahal, everybody. Bonnie Raitt and Taj Mahal.
She called Katy, let me muse right. She called Katy, let me muse right. So my baby called Katy, let me muse
like Raitt.
I don't know if it's the heat getting to me. I don't know if it's the hot, sweaty nature of the summer. But I am very upset about that octopus. I mean, it's not like it's a giant octopus. Now, you're giant. If somebody was threw a giant octopus onto ice, you'd get me at that hockey game. Because there used to be films. I remember always watching films when I was a kid, and there was always a scene where someone would swim down with a dagger in their teeth to fight a giant octopus. I think it was usually Richard Widmark, actually. Richard Widmark, who was an actor. Young people are like, who the hell is that? No, young people, they're not watching this show. So I'm sorry for cussing. It's the summer. It's the heat. It makes me cry. Anyway, Richard Widmark, he would swim down and then he'd take his knife out and he'd stab the octopus. But it was only a joke, you know. Well, it wasn't a joke for the octopus, but... Anyway, I'm a bit sad about that octopus on the ice thing in Detroit. And Detroit's a long way from the ocean, man. How do you get an octopus there? How do you trick an octopus into going to Detroit? I mean, word has clearly must have gotten around the octopus community. Stay away from Detroit. You wouldn't believe what they do to us fellas there. All right. All right, we gotta go. Take it easy. Good night, everybody.